good day, this 217th day, Meaningful Moments 365 days. Well, here we have my basil and I. And it was such a beautiful opportunity to be able to grow this plant and harvest, and I have to actually harvest some today. And I was thinking about that today because there was just so much involved with, sorry about that, so much involved with just getting ready for this trip that we're about to be taking and needing to just, get all those last minute details done. And one of them was the basil plant. And what I loved about that was that in preparing for this trip that we're doing and just all the food that we'd like to take with us was really a call to honor the tending and the care and the love that we've put into growing food this year. Some in pots, some by also just being able to be mindful about different foods and support different local farmers at the farmers market, growers with microgreens and other delicious vegetables like our kale and our chards and our greens, and just being able to prepare food to go on this trip so that when we're on the trip we can incorporate that mindfulness about what we're eating and not just resort to what's available on the road, which is always a little scary. I'm just saying that as a funny thing, but I would really love to be able to hold up to that inward conviction of what I'm doing to be with my body and the healing of my body. So that's how incorporating all those pieces are an honor to that, an honor of the love you put out, the love you bring in. It's all one, and that's a really pleasant way to prepare in these details as we go on our trip. Some of the other things that I found myself doing was, now this afternoon, the pesto sauce, of course, and being able to make miso soup and take some of that for some of the in-between nourishment that we'll need during the day, and soaking some brown rice and taking a few different items that are just already prepared and ready for us, like not consuming a ton of meat, but having a little bit so that but clean, so we've already got it and cooked it. Some of it we've frozen, like fresh fish, so that we can have these kinds of things ready, and we can also enjoy the time while we're camping and just bring them out and warm them up over the campfire or the stove, and just be able to enjoy nourishment. And again, that whole reciprocity that goes around, the blessing of all the love and energy that's gone in bringing it to us at this, at the moment we get ready to have the meal, and all that it's taken to get to that point. And, even all the care, it's, of course, a little bit more details to, make sure your ice is contained and frozen enough or cold enough to keep the food long enough and preserve it. And, just all those little details to really be able to enhance that nourishment that, I've come to value in such a great way so many times in my life, and perhaps you're doing some of that too. There's so many different ways out there that people talk about in terms of how to take care of your body, and that's really something that has to be, not only you have to get educated about it, but then you have to find this integration that allows you to understand the value, so it's not just coming from like your brain knowledge and what you've read in a book. And then this relationship that comes with really understanding your body and perceiving, the cellular changes that are going on, and how to create the systems in your body to respond to you and your nourishment, your intake. And that comes on all levels, body, mind, and soul. So today, my Basil and I, getting ready for this trip, and just adoring all my chamomile that I get to take, and just so many different little pieces, and even harvesting all my catnip for my cats while we're gone, and they're being sitted by another loving individual, and just so thankful for all those opportunities to love, to care, to grow, to nourish, to continue to give here in this life. Aho, my friends. Take care.